to the 1st of October's podcasts, in which we'll be once again exploring Black History Month. My name is Lee Wilbraham and I'm the Regional Director for the Northwest region. It was actually the Ghanaian-born black activist Akiabo Adesebu who established Black History Month in the UK. Moving from the United States to England in 1984, and whilst working for the Greater London Council, Akiabo, along with Ansel Wong, the leader of the Greater London Council's Ethnic Minorities Unit, drew up and formalised their plans to establish October as the UK's Black History Month. This was the first step to formally recognise the contributions of Black African and Caribbean people to the economic, cultural and political life in the UK, which of course was long overdue. It has since evolved into a national movement recognised by the British government and observed throughout the UK. It is also recognised in other parts of the world during October, in Ireland and the Netherlands. Since the 1990s, the significance of Black History Month has gradually increased throughout continental Europe and is now observed in Germany, Belgium and in Italy. In the US, where Black History Month originated, as well as Canada, the Awareness Month is also held in February. When Black History Month started in the UK, there was a significant emphasis on African American history. However, and rightly, over time, the focus has moved to celebrating and recognising the Black British history and key black figures in the UK. As Britain's black population changes, we need to make sure that the stories of the previous generations are not lost and are remembered and honoured by the new generations of Black Britons. David Owosogo, a professor of public history at the University of Manchester, said Black history is a series of missing chapters from British history, and we must be involved in the telling of these stories. Now, Black History Month exists to tell these stories in Black Britain's own voices. It's the chance to shine a light on individuals who aren't featured in the mainstream and whose contributions would be forgotten without Black History Month in the UK. Furthermore, it provides an opportunity to celebrate Black Britons who are making history today. It also provides us with a space to tackle racial discrimination head-on within our society by encouraging government, institutions and corporations to advocate for diversity, equality and inclusion. To be clear, the aims of Black History Month are to celebrate and recognise the achievements of African and Caribbean heritage peoples' roles in helping to shape UK culture, history and economic development, educating the UK population on how the relationships between Britain, Africa, the Caribbean and the United States helped to create modern Britain, and to encourage government, institutions and corporations to embrace and adopt equality and diversity policies. Some campaigners argue against the existence and usefulness of the month as they believe it marginalises UK Black history and that it should rightly be remembered all year round. Organisations such as the Black Curriculum are working hard to address the lack of Black British history in the UK curriculum through campaigning, training teachers and delivering Black History programmes. But Black History Month UK, like many other national and international events, provides us with an opportunity to remember individuals and events that would never be included in a racially inclusive national curriculum and would remain forgotten to the annals of time. This year's theme, to be found on the International Black History Month website in the UK, is Before Windrush, which focuses on Black Britons living in the UK before the arrival of the Empire Windrush in 1948. People such as Leary Constantine, who was a cricketer, statesman and Britain's first black peer, Princess Adamola, who served as a nurse during wartime Britain, and Ignatius Sancho, originally a slave who became an abolitionist, composer and writer. The story behind these amazing people really are worth the time to explore further. What does Black History Month mean for me? Well, my wife and I take this opportunity each year to use the focus on Black history throughout October to further educate our 3 children, so they all understand, have a greater appreciation and are rightly proud of their Black heritage. Now, of course, Black History Month may well not be high up on your list of priorities or interests to spare your valuable time and explore the subject more thoroughly. However, if you do have an interest in the history of the UK at all, please remember it cannot be fully understood until you take account of the largely ignored contributions of those Black Britons who have helped to shape the society we live in today. Thanks for listening and have a fantastic weekend. Thank you.